everyone, Val here, and I'm in another collab. Yes, it's true. This collab is hosted by Fairy Godmonster, and this is Fairy Godmonster's birthday month. So she wants everybody to make her a cake. So of course I'm going to make her a cake. My cake is going to be a pumpkin cake, pumpkin spice cake with a cream cheese frosting, and I have some pumpkin chips that I found at Food Lion that I'm going to crumble on top of the frosting. So what I'm going to do is, actually our church is having a bake sale tomorrow. Fairy Godmonster is my daughter, so I'm doing this collab because it kind of fits into what I'm doing anyway. I want to wish Fairy Godmonster a happy birthday. Happy birthday. I'm going to put this cake together. She's going to meet me at the church tomorrow so she can taste one of them, and well, she'll tell you how it turns out. Okay, so let me grab my ingredients together. I got the cake recipe offline. That's the best place to find a recipe most of the time. So I'm going to grab all my ingredients, get them together, show you what I got, and let's get baking, okay? Oh, and the people that are in the collab, the other people, I'm going to put them in the description box below because I don't have everybody's name yet, so I really can't do shout outs to them right here. But I want you to check out their channels, go to their channel, check out their cake that they're making for Fairy Godmonster, and have fun with it. So y'all want to make a cake? Make a cake. Let's get started. Okay, so y'all ready to get this party started? Let's get started here. We're going to be using 2 cups of sugar, 1.5 cups of vegetable oil, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. It calls for 2 cans of pumpkin, but I got one large can of pumpkin. This is the 29 ounce. I think the little ones are 15 ounce. It didn't say how many ounces, so I just went with the big one. 4 eggs, 2 cups of flour, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and then if you want to put walnuts in it, you can, and you can put a cup of walnuts in it. I am going to opt out because this is for a bake sale and I'm afraid that somebody might be allergic to nuts. All right, we're going to start with 2 cups of sugar. Got my 2 cup measuring cup right here. And I'm going to put 2 cups in there. I keep my sugar in a little container here. So 2 cups of sugar. And then it says to add the oil. I have Food Lion vegetable oil. Nothing fancy about that. And it's calling for 1 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. This is a new bottle, so I gotta open it first. Alright, so this is a 1/4 cup. So we have 1/4. And I'm going to get my this measuring cup so I don't put it in the one where I had dry ingredients in it. I'll probably need that for the flour. So that's 1 1/4 cup of oil. I'm going to be using a teaspoon of vanilla. So I have my teaspoon here, and I have my vanilla, and this is imitation vanilla because the other stuff is just too expensive. 1 teaspoon. And pumpkin. So we got our pumpkin. So did y'all have a wonderful day? Let me tell you how I spent my day today. Steve and I decided to go to DMV. Well, DMV is not a fun place to be. The only thing we really wanted to do was get our real IDs. before the rush and everybody tries to get them. So we figured, you know, go down and give it a shot. We were there for 2.5 hours. We almost left, but I said, you know what, we've sat here this long. We're gonna have to sit here. If we go back, we'll have to sit there that long again, so we might as well just wait and get it done. So we did get our IDs, so we're ready to go if we ever want to fly. But I know you don't have to have your real IDs until October of 2020, I think. But we went ahead and got ours because we needed to change our address on our driver's license anyway, since we moved. So we might as well just do it all at the same time. So I'm gonna just here stirring up my ingredients. Let me get rid of the oil. I don't think I need that anymore. I'll put that over there. Fairy Godmonster likes pumpkin. I like pumpkin. Don't know how big of a fan the pumpkin Steve is. I think he'll eat pumpkin pie. I don't know that he'll eat the cakes. He might try one. Alright, so that's mixed up pretty good, I think. Alright, so it's saying combine all of these things and then beat in the eggs. And it's calling for 4 eggs. So we're going to beat in the eggs. And I'm going to go ahead and do this with the beater. Because it's saying to get over there. It's saying to beat them in one at a time, so let's try this. Not that I really think it makes a difference. Do you think it makes a difference if you beat them in all at once or one at a time? Well, I'm trying to make a mess. Alright, that's number 4. Uh-oh, I got an eggshell in there. Eggshell down, eggshell down. Stuff is splashing out. It's almost like I need a different bowl. We'll see what happens. Let me wash my hands here real quick. And we'll continue on. So we're going to mix our dry ingredients and add gradually to the mixture. So it's calling for 2 cups of flour. And I have my flour over here in this little container. So, oh, I'm just going to take the scoop out. Nothing fancy, just going to put it in like that. This is my sifter. I'm going to put it in a sifter. I don't know if people still use sifters, but I do. When I bake, I don't bake very often. Alright, so 2 cups of flour. We have 3 teaspoons of baking powder. So I get my little teaspoon and baking powder, brand new one, because the one I had before was like expired, like very expired. You can tell I don't cook very often. Baking powder, 2 baking powder, 3 teaspoons. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Nice and purty. And then we got baking soda. We got 2 teaspoons of the baking soda. One, 2. Alright, and then we got a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We have our salt here. It's our regular iodized salt. And 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then it's calling for 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and I'm not going to put that in my sifter. I don't want it in my sifter, so I'm just going to pour the 2 teaspoons into the pot here. 1. I think I need some more cinnamon. 2. About running out. Alright, so we're going to alternate this and this, so hang on and we're going to mix this all up. Alright, we're going to call that a day. Let me unplug that. Oops. And I'm going to put my beaters in the sink here. Oops. I can't do nothing without getting it on me. I did get a little on me there. Alright, so I'm going to get my stirring spoon here. Get this all mixed up nicely. It's looking good, looking good. All right, so we're gonna bake this at 350. I should have had this preheating already, but I didn't. So let me go ahead and preheat that. I'll get some of this flour off this table and put it in the egg carton there because that's all trash. All right, so that looks good. I'm going to use these little cake tins here so I can make some individual cakes. And this should make a few of those. So give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and clear off my countertop here so that we can put the cake in the little cake keepers here. So let me get this cleared off. So I'm bringing you with me as I'm clearing the counter. I know this isn't like the Iron Chef challenge, but I figured, you know, since I'm going to do this as a premiere, you all could just hang out with me and we could do this together. So if you were hanging out in my kitchen, you'd be doing this with me. Ground cinnamon I'm going to put up on my spice rack. Do you all see this spice rack? Steve made that for me. I don't even know. That's off camera. You can't see it. Alright, so I have some Food Line cooking spray. This has flour in it. Let me put this back in my sugar. Put my sugar away. Alright. Let's spray down these tins. Oh, try not to spray everything in sight. I'm a mess, aren't I? Just make a mess of this kitchen. right, that should work. I don't usually buy the one with the flour in it, but I mistakenly picked this up, so I'll just use it for bacon. Not that I do that very often. All right, so let's put some, let's go this way. Some cake in here. Might have to do some cupcakes if this doesn't all fit. I have some tins that are like big cupcake tins. I can always use those. A little bit more in there. This made a lot. Seems nice and fluffy too. Do y'all like pumpkin? Do y'all like the pumpkin flavored cereals and stuff like that? I've never tried, I don't think, any of the pumpkin flavored cereals, but I do like pumpkin spice stuff. All right, I think that's good. I'm gonna get my my tin for cupcakes or muffins, and I'm gonna put some in that too. I'm gonna put this over here, ready to go into the oven. Oh, that don't fit. I forget my cabinets are shorter here. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, cupcake. My sister helped me rearrange this kitchen. I'm still trying to find stuff. Alright, so look at this cupcake pan. Isn't that awesome? They left this in the house. So I'm keeping it because it's awesome. I don't know how many of these I'll need. I don't think it'll do more than 6. So let me see. I'll try it and see. This is to bake it for, it doesn't say. Probably about 20 minutes. We'll time it and see. You got to get them all about the same, or they'll cook. Some will cook faster than the other. Of course, you all know that. They all look about equal. I might have enough for one more. I think I can do one more. That's gonna be good. Do y'all eat the dough? I eat the dough if it's chocolate. It smells good. Alright, that's pretty good. I think I got it good. Alrighty. You see that? Alright, I'm going to come back as soon as my oven beeps, and I'm going to stick it in the oven. So I'll come back and we can make the frosting for this. So hang tight. Okay, it beeped, So it means that it's ready, and I'm gonna stick these in the oven. I'm gonna put that one on the bottom. And I'm gonna time it for 10 minutes. I got 11 minutes. I'm gonna time it for about 11 minutes, and then if I need to, I'll switch the shelves. I'll switch how they're in there so they cook evenly. In the meantime, I'm going to make the topping for them. So let's get started to do that. All right, we're gonna make the frosting, and we're gonna go ahead and put it in the refrigerator to cool it while the cakes are in the oven and cooling. So for the cream cheese frosting, we're gonna use a half a cup of butter that's softened. And that's a half a cup. And then we're gonna use 8 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese, and I got the less fat one because, you know, we got all this fat in the pumpkin and everything, so let's go less fat. Wish y'all could try one of these. Steve should be getting home soon. Alright, there's the cream cheese. And then we're going to use 2 teaspoons of vanilla. So I got my imitation vanilla here. And we're going to put 2 teaspoons in there. 1, 2, and then we're going to use 4 cups of confectionery sugar. So we have the powdered sugar here. Snip. And we're going to use 4 cups. One, 2. It's gonna make a lot of frosting. 3, 4. Ooh, 4. Alrighty. I should have a rubber band somewhere to put on that. Let me look over here. Don't see one, but I'll find one. Alright, so I'm going to mix this. So hang tight just a minute. Alright, there it is, and it looks to me like it's a little thin. So when it's a little thin, I add some more sugar to it. Because I don't want it running off the cakes. That wouldn't be good at all. Okay, I think that's a little better. And Steve's home. I can see the truck there just pulled up. So let me find a smaller bowl for this, and we'll stick it in the refrigerator for now. Let's see. Will that fit in there? Nope. Alright, let me grab a spoon. And then I'm gonna pour this in here and just let it sit for a little. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Baker Al.
I told him you just pulled in.
Had a busy day.
I have frosting.
See.
I told him we spent a couple hours in DMV.
Sitting there.
2.5. Waiting for our turn patiently, patiently.
It was very painful.
Painful indeed.
It was painful. What you doing? Cooking a
Making frosting.
Frosting?
For the
The
cakes.
The other stuff's already made?
It's in the oven.
Can I jump up and down?
You can, I don't care if you want to.
No, I want to make the cake fall.
Alright, it's been 10 minutes, so the thing is beeping. We're going to switch them if we can here. Maybe we'll leave them be. We're going to leave them be. They look fine. Alright, so there's our frosting. Should I make it
Thicker?
I'm going to put it in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
And we'll try it. I'm not going to color it because I'm going to put the pumpkin spice chips on it. So I guess I'll leave it white. I have some Nestle's Toll House pumpkin spice chips that I bought. I'm going to put on the pumpkin cakes, the spice cakes. So let's see what they look like. Alright, these are what they look like. They look interesting. I'm going to taste one. It has good pumpkin spice flavor. Pretty good. Alright, I'm going to use these on top of the frosting. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop them up so that they're smaller pieces. So I'm going to take some on my chopping board here. Let me angle you down a little bit so you can see what's going on here. Everything is nice and washed and clean. And I'm just going to chop these up a bit. I don't want as big a chunks as these on there. So I just want the flavors of it. I might mix it in with the frosting. What do you think? Have a little chunky frosting. I always wish they were smaller chunks. Alright. Guess that's pretty good. Have some bigger chunks and some smaller chunks, I guess. Frosting looks good. Do you think I should put some orange in it? Probably not, huh? I think I'll just put the pumpkin spice chips in it. And get a froster. Alrighty. I don't know if I'm going to need all this frosting or not. What do you think? Get a smaller bowl. We'll do it a little at a time. put some pumpkin spice chips in with the frosting. And we'll mix them up. Well, I'm thinking we need a little bit more in there. So I'm going to chop up some more. I got the pumpkin spice chips before that were different than these. They were more like a chocolate chip shape. And I think that they had better flavor than these do. These aren't bad, but I think the other ones that were more shaped like a chocolate chip actually had the better flavor. And I'm not sure who put those out, but I haven't seen those in a couple of years. Wegmans used to sell them, or they sold them the 1 year. Anyway, but these are bigger chips, but I don't think the flavor's quite where the other ones were. Does have some pumpkin spice flavor. It's not bad, but alright, I think that's good. Let me show you that. Can you see the chips in there? Alright, let's grab a cake and see how it's going to come out here. I can get all this dust. Chip dust. Alright. So these are how the little breads came out. I think they turned out nice. I am going to leave them in these pots to cool overnight to stay nice and cool. Put the tops on them. Get a couple more pans just in case I need them. Alright. So let me angle you down just a little bit here. Alright, how does that look? Does that look okay? Alright, I have all those done. I'm gonna get my muffins. These are pumpkin spice also. We're here with Fairy Godmonster, and this is her birthday cake. So she's going to give a try to the pumpkin muffin with pumpkin spice chips and cream cheese frosting. And let's hope for the best, because I didn't try it. All right.
Swear you didn't poison it too? No, I'm just kidding.
Probably not.
Look at the inside of that. That's so pretty.
Let me look. Ooh, pumpkin-y.
Oh my gosh. It's got a bread-like consistency to it. Like it's just really thick. Oh, that frosting goes so perfect with it. See this, like this pumpkin, it's making me crave like, you know, like carrot cake and stuff too, because like the freshness of it, like this is amazing. Oh, I need the recipe.
I'll put the recipe in the description box below.
This is good. Where's my candle?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Fairy Godmonster. Happy birthday to you.
Load.
Cha cha cha.
How many more? This is really good. Like it's soft and it's creamy, but it still has that bread-like consistency to it. So it's like, that's amazing.
It's a winner, chicken dinner.
Yes, very much so. I love it. Can you try it?
And Steve taste tested the one for the banana, the pumpkin. No, hold on a minute. Steve taste tested the peanut butter banana, and he liked those, and he'd never had those before. And I'm going to get a separate fork because I've got a bit of a cold, and I don't want to share her fork with her. But I am going to taste test it too. I actually think it's more allergies than anything else. But I'm gonna take a bite. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is moist. That's one good cake. I'm keeping that recipe. I got that recipe online. It's moist. It's really moist.
You've been seeing my Vlogtober recipes. There's a couple of them I'm keeping, but a couple of them I had to scrap because they just didn't turn out the way I wanted to.
Okay. Thank you all for watching. And if you stayed through the whole premiere, thank you for that too. And so glad that you're hanging out with me in the premieres and chatting with me. So check the link or the description box below. I'm going to put the recipe for this pumpkin cake with cream cheese and pumpkin spice chips. And if you don't have the pumpkin spice chips, it doesn't matter. Just do the cream cheese frosting. It's just good that way too. But I'm also going to put a link to the other people who are doing this collab in the bottom in the description box. So check all of them out also. Go see what kind of cake they made for Fairy Godmonster for her birthday. And
I'm making a melted ice cream cake.
Fairy Godmonster said she's making a melted
Ice
cream cake.
Where you melt the ice cream and you use it as the batter.
That sounds interesting. I think I'm going to watch that one. So y'all check them out. Thanks again for watching. Love having you guys in the premieres with me and chatting with me. So I'll try to keep doing some for you. Thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed and you want to, and I'll catch you all on the next premiere or video or whatever it is you want to see. So bye now.